Hey guys, Lego Freak here, and I am pumped because I am doing my Legends of Tomorrow showcase finally. Now I was going to do it yesterday, but yesterday was insane, crazy, errand running day, so I didn't have time to film, let alone edit and upload. So, I'm doing it today. The show premieres tonight, so yeah, I just want to make sure I got it out before the show. So, anyways, not a lot of shoutouts, so let's do those, and then we can jump right into the figures. Anyways, let's do it. So, first shoutout goes to Crazy Gamer 0419. So yeah, ask for a shout out, so there you go. Next one goes to this channel, once again, no idea how to pronounce it, but there you go. And then last one goes to Dr. Duck Hunt Customs. So, and there you go. So yeah, that does it for shoutouts. Now I did want to say that for my 300 subscriber special, which is coming up sometime, I don't know, I'm going to be doing a Q&A, so leave your questions in the comments. Now this is important because I really do want some questions to answer. So if you watch this, make sure to leave just any question. Could be random, could be about me, about my family, about Legos, about life in general. I just smacked the paper. So yeah, but make sure to leave questions in the comments for that because I want it, to be a bit of a longer Q&A. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
Alright guys, and you can see before you the figures I've done for my Legends of Tomorrow showcase. Now, you might notice there is no Hawkman, and the reason for that is I do not have a helmet for him. Everything else pretty much I have. And also there is no wings on Hawkgirl, and the reason for that is I ordered them quite a while ago, and they haven't showed up yet. The shipping thing said 4 days, but they lied. So it's not here yet, so no wings for her yet, but I do have them coming, so yeah. And so yeah, aside from no Hawkman and no wings for Hawkgirl, everything else is pretty much complete, so yeah, we're just gonna jump right into the first figure. Alright, and the first minifigure that I'm going to show is Rip Hunter. Now, this was a fun figure to make, just because, he looked like a really fun character that's going to be in the show. So, I said, hey, we can't have it without him. Now, about the pistol, I can't tell if it's silver or black, because in some photos it looks silver, some it looked blackish, so I decided to paint it just this gunmetal black color. It might be inaccurate, if so, I apologize. Now, I didn't paint the handle, which you could probably see because it come off. So yeah, now something I did do special for the gun was I did put a hole in the barrel, you can see, just a standard Lego revolver, and painted the blue because it does glow from the photos that I've seen. I like, how the head looks with the hair. So yeah, and I mean, pretty simple with, the torso detail, just kind of a shirt with like a holster thing that he has. Of course, I made one of these custom trench coats because I had to. Now, I love making them, so, and I think it looks really nice on the figure itself, and he has like a pocket there. Really, really simplistic. Again, I really like the face. This is probably one of the most custom faces I've ever made. I mean, obviously, all the base things like the eyes and the mouth were already there originally by Lego because I don't paint faces very well, but this is probably one of the most custom ones that I've ever done. So, he does have these kind of nice legs. You can see a little holster under his, whoa, move my whole set. You can see the kind of the holster under his jacket there. Got some shoes. So, a really, really nice figure. And I won't be doing tutorials on these today. I'll be doing them, probably my next couple videos will be tutorials on all of these figures. So yeah, I wanted to kind of start with the most simplistic ones and move on to the ones that I like more. So, but I mean, this figure turned out really well. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next minifigure. Alright, and the next minifigure is Vandal Savage, because again, he's probably one of the most simplistic ones in the showcase. Now, the hair isn't my favorite. I want a better hairpiece, but for now, this is probably the best one that would suit him. So, yeah, again, I think there's a few that are more accurate, but I need to purchase them. So, yeah, really, again, the torso was completely, well, not completely, I did a little customizing to it, but it was mostly Lego's, original design. Of course, I made another trench coat because I love making them, and it looks really good on the figure as well. I gave him this knife because in the episode of Arrow he was in, he had these kind of ancient knives, and I thought this knife looked pretty good. It's just a modified elf one with some painting and stuff. So, yeah, again, pretty simplistic. He's got his shoes, belt. He's got some straps on his legs, holding on a knife holster under the jacket. I wanted to paint like some knives inside the jacket, but I decided not to, just because they'd be a little hidden, and but I think it'd be fun because it would be accurate to how he looked in the Arrow. TV show. So yeah, the face has just some painting on it. Again, it's just a Lego face that I modified with a beard, and nothing really on the back except for the continuation of the shoes, of course. So yeah, another really simplistic minifigure. So yeah, now we're gonna start moving on to the cooler ones, in my opinion. So yeah, let's get into the next figure. All right, and the next minifigure is Heatwave. Now, a few things. Number one, he has two different versions of his gun. Now, I'm not actually sure which version is in the Legends. I think it's this one, but there's one that looks a little more bulky. But I think this is the one he's going to use in the Legends show, so that's what I went with. So yeah, now for the head, pretty much, I really like the way it turned out. I think that it looks really nice, with the goggles and the just kind of thin hair and the little bit of stubble there. I think that it just worked really well. Of course, the goggles go around. Now for the coat and the legs, I just made them absolutely as dirty as I could, just with stains and like mud and burns and things like that, just because his coat looks really just messy and burned and kind of uneven. So I, really tried to replicate that here, and I really like it with the, the pockets. And I did notice he has these kind of like this line thing going down one side. So yeah, now his shirt's really simplistic, just some simple details, some skin showing, some dirty effect there as well. Just some black shoes. Now the gun I was really proud of. Now you can probably tell by looking at it, it was a standard Star Wars gun that I modified by cutting off the top and the front to a slant, and also cut off a bit of the back. Then I took some, here, let me grab it, some copper wire, and I put a piece on the top and curved it over, and I think it looks great. I think it looks accurate and just, oh, I love it. So you can let me know what you think of the gun. Of course, I did do the painted details on it that are there from the pictures that I found, with the red dots and just the red detailing. So I think the gun was really cool, and I think the minifigure overall just looks really accurate. But again, let me know what you thought in the comments. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next minifigure. Alright guys, and the next minifigure is Captain Cold. Now, this minifigure is really simplistic, except for the gun, of course, which I'll get to in a minute. But, yeah, so first of all, just use the standard Captain Cold hood, did some modifying to it, and some painting, obviously. Another coat, so this is the last trench coat in this, in this video. So yeah, I actually made 4 overall. But yeah, again, really, I can't turn your stupid gun. Anyways, nothing really on the back. Got some pockets on it, got the buttons. So yeah, again, really simplistic. And basically this was a Hawkeye face that I modified. One of the older Hawkeye faces that I modified. The legs are just black with some gray shoes. There's the belt buckle. He's got a blue shirt under there. I was going to do a black shirt, but it looked a little weird to me, so I just did a different shade of dark blue for that. Now for the gun, this was the gun that I purchased from Brick Warriors, and it's a great gun, but I decided to add more detail, and I'm glad I did because I think it looks incredible. Now this was hard as heck to paint, but I'm really glad I did because I really like the way it looks. So I just tried to pack as much detail as I saw in the gun into it as I could. So, with the blue line there with just a bunch of details and that sort of thing on both sides of the gun. And I think it looks really great. This is definitely my favorite part of the minifigure. And of course, the blue on the front where the Cold comes out, and same on the other side, same details on both. So yeah, again, let me know what you think in the comments, but it just looks really good, at least to me, and does go over the top. The details do go over the top of the gun as well, and not just on the sides, because I want to spend a lot of time painting this. So again, just really cool, and I kind of made it look worn and kind of battle scarred. So I think it looks really nice, but again, your opinions are much appreciated, so leave those in the comments. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next minifigure. All right, and the next minifigure is the Atom. Now, I did enter this guy in a contest, but if you haven't seen that, then here he is. So, just so much detail everywhere on this guy. This was definitely the hardest figure to paint and to get accurate and get right. So, yeah, lots of details. Where do I start? I'm going to go ahead and start, well, on the front right here. So there's the A symbol, which was probably one of the hardest parts just because just the shape needed to be correct and it needed to be the same on both sides. So yeah, and of course the ab pads that he has here going up to the A, and these little silver, whatever they are, going down, and of course the silver parts here as well. The upper blue chest plate with the black detailing and the silver detailing, as well as all the silver dots. Now these dots are actually light blue because in the show these parts light up, so I decided to paint those light blue instead of silver to kind of represent that. There's a silver line across the middle of the A. His belt buckle type thing here, and of course more black lines going across, black legs, blue shoes. There's some blue knee pads with the red leg parts with some silver there. Whoop, got my thumbtack. Now if we move to the side here, I'm going to go ahead and let's do this side. This side I think was painted a little bit better. Let's go and move that up. So you can see the finger details there, as well as the arm, which is just insanely complicated. We got light red here, got dark red, a black section, got red, blue, black, and then blue again. So kind of a blue shoulder pad with this circle, which is basically just silver, red, and then a line. And we got these kind of wire things going down to this thing here, which is a silver circle with red in it. And then more wires going down to the wrist part. And of course the same can be said for the other arm. So yeah. Now, for the legs, again, the red continues to the side with these kind of silver bits, the circle, and more red, which does go to the back as well. Now, hang on the side of the helmet, you can see the line going over, and of course the silver bit and the red bit here. Of course, the visor. So yeah. And then on the back, you have this red part here with the lines continuing still to this part of the helmet. And now the back was admittedly a lot more simple than the front. A lot simpler than the front. The spine pad with these kind of silver lines going to it with the silver dots. 3 light blue dots to represent the lighting up, because this part does light up in the show. Of course, the A continued, except that there's no line across here. And 3 silver dots and a little bit more blue under that. Now for the back of the arms, don't turn. Okay, for the back of the arms, you can see the continuation of all the, the red and the blue, and this blue pad with four silver dots, and same for this arm as well. And of course the leg detailing goes to the back, the blue boots. Now for the front here, you can see the lines that start and go well over. Now there's also a blue pads on his arms here with 4 silver dots. There's some silver detailing on the front of his arms as well. This figure was just insanely detailed and just complex, but I really like the way that it all turned out. But again, let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next minifigure. Alright, next minifigure is, whoa, is Hawk Girl. Now, again, no wings, but they are coming. So, yeah, now this figure is a lot, really fun to paint as well. Pretty detailed, especially on the legs. You can see all the lines and things like that. So yeah, pretty much now you might know what this helmet is. It's a old Wolverine helmet that I did some modifying to. Oh, wait, this eye's uneven. I'll fix that. Yeah, you can see the eyes in there. And I did quite a bit of sculpting on it on the sides and on the top with, the line that sticks out. You can see just a lot of sculpting done in general. And I think it looks really nice, except for that uneven eye, which I didn't even notice. So yeah, and this is what the back looks like. Nothing on the back, because again, wings will be here, and more detail as soon as I know where the wings will be placed. Well, I know where they'll be placed, but like, how they look on the back. So yeah. So yeah, now basically we have just the skin part with the necklace, and we have the all these lines going down, and then this these lines to the sides, all the little kind of lighter detailing on the sides here, just this really cool gold-ish color that my brother actually found. He found it at the paint store. He's like, look at this color. I'm like, oh, it's perfect. So yeah, that's kind of it's just the perfect color for Hawk Girl. A lot of detail on the sides with these shoulder pad things that I sculpted. They don't look too good, but I will improve them in the future when I can. You can even see with the sculpting on the helmet, there's a lot of like feather details that I kind of put into the sides. I actually like engraved them into the clay. A lot of painting on the helmet. The belt here, which was really detailed and small to paint as well. So you can see the the buckle with all the dots and these little things that keep it on. Then there's some straps that go to the side. She does have this like little brown patch on the side. Now this body was brown originally, and I wouldn't paint here because it just come off. So, but yeah. Now for the arms, again, shoulder pad. And the kind of just lines that she has, there's one that goes this way and then 3 that go down that way. Same on the other arm. And for the legs, basically 2 lines like this and then 2 more, a little bit longer. And then these really detailed kind of lines that are on her legs here. So yeah, and of course those continue to the side. They don't go to the back yet, just because I haven't done that. I was working on a lot of stuff. So yeah, and of course the black boots with the kind of V shapes. So yeah, and again on the back there will be wings. There's some detail on the helmet, on the back, and the arms as well. So yeah, that about does it for Hawk Girl. And of course I'm going to show her and probably in a future video with the actual wings on. Of course Hawkman will be coming soon. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next minifigure. Right, and the next minifigure is White Canary. Now you might be thinking, where's her jacket? In a few reference photos she didn't have the jacket, and I will make one eventually, but I actually wanted to try and see what this would look like without it, and I really like the end result. The way that she looks without the jacket, it's just, I don't know, to me it looks a lot better. But again, I will be making a jacket in the future, that way, I can have both. But yeah, now the torso, I painted it quite a few times to get it to look like it does, and I think it looks really nice and accurate as well. Again, this is the torso without the jacket, so there's more skin, and just, the way that the white looks with the gray. Where's my thumbtack? Here we go. With the gray lines on the sides and the silver dots that go down. And just, the way that this little thing looks that goes to her neck. I just think it looks really nice. Now, I did use this kind of stick thing. I'm not sure what it is. It's actually metal. And I thought it looked a lot like one of the weapons that she has in this photo here. You can see the kind of stick that she has. Here, actually, let me move it over. Now I'll put the photo in. You can see the kind of stick thing looks very, very similar to this one. So I decided, hey, I'll use this stick, and that's the photo that I really use for reference. So, but yeah, so now the legs were definitely the hardest part. I don't know about the shoes, like the light gray, if it's totally accurate, but I thought that, hey, might as well, because I think it looks really nice with the light gray shoes and the dark gray lines and everything. Now, she does have these kind of wrinkled knee things. Not sure what they are. They're just kind of lines, so I decided to put those on there. Of course, the belt, 2 belt buckles, the silver with the black dots. There's 2 black dots on the side of the belt. And of course, just again, all these like nice line detailing things on the actual torso. Now for the hair, I decided not just to go with blonde, but to actually put lines and things like that onto the hair to make it look a little bit more dirty. And I like the way that it looks, but I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments if you like it or not. Now, of course, just tan arms. Now for the back detail, I did actually, paint a lot on the back as well. This kind of like weave pattern, or these little X's basically with a bunch of lines. The straps are continued. I would paint them around the side, except that they would come off, so I'm just not going to do that. And of course there is skin under the hair. Let me go ahead and remove it. Come on. There you go. And now a little bit of paint has come off, but that's okay. Skin again, and I kind of had to imagine what this part looked like because I couldn't really see it. So yeah, just kind of basically more skinned, and then basically the same thing again on her back. So yeah, now I'll go ahead and move, show you the front again so you can see without the hair, just kind of that. So yeah, and I think this looks really, really nice. It was a figure that I really, really liked to make, and I think that it came out really well. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. And of course, I will be making a jacket for her as well, but I have not done that yet. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next figure. Alright, and the last minifigure is Firestorm. Now, I really like the way that this minifigure turned out as well. I probably said that for all of these. But, yeah, now the new suit looks fantastic. So I decided, hey, you know, I'm gonna put a lot of effort and try and make it look as cool as I possibly can. And I really, really like it. But again, let me know what you think in the comments about this particular minifigure. So, first thing is the head, quite a bit of modifying to this head, you know, with the white eyes and just the painted on hair. I think it looks nice. Not much on the back of the head, but I'll show you the back in a second. So with the front, you know, with this yellow portion here, I thought that I painted that pretty well. My yellow paint, again, is a little bit clumpy, but I think it looks alright. I think it looks leathery and just really, really nice and accurate. At least I think so. Now, the this thing, again, painted this on. It looks quite a bit different from the old version. I really like the way that this one looks. It's, you know, it's just really, really cool, really sleek looking, and I just like it. So, yeah, you know, this was pretty hard to paint, you know, with just the red circle, with the silver circle, a bunch of black detailing with the straps, and of course the little dots. Now, this one wasn't nearly as hard to paint as the old one, but it was still pretty challenging. Now, it does have this kind of flap here with some silver buttons going up, and this yellow part at the top with two bigger silver buttons, at least from what I could see from the reference. It does have these kind of straps that go across, which is pretty much just two lines with some lines down the middle. So I don't know if they're straps or what they are, but they are there. So yeah, now he does have these two kind of shape things on his on the yellow part. I don't know what purpose they serve, aside from just design, but they look cool, and decided, hey, they're on there, so I'm going to paint them on there. The arms are really simple, just two yellow square type shapes, one on the top that's bigger and one on the bottom that's smaller. Same on this side. Now the back, front of the legs, I'm sorry, front of legs is just black going down. There wasn't too much reference for the legs, so black boots, and then just kind of black on the top of the legs, but I left most of the legs red, black boots to the sides. The black does not continue to the back. Now for the back, I really had no reference, so I kind of sort of just copied the front. It's a little bit different. You can see there's no, like on the front, there's this little kind of U shape for the thing. There isn't on the back, and I kind of just copied the same design of this thing on the back, and when I get back reference photos I'll change it. And then the straps are the same. There's no little patterns on the side of the yellow here like there is on the front. Now for his hands, I wasn't sure if he was wearing gloves or not, so I just left them brown, because from the reference photo that I was using most often, they looked like he didn't have any gloves on. It's a little hard to tell, but yeah, so I just left those brown, and did paint kind of two black things back here for like the zippers on his sleeves, because I saw those there as well. So I think this figure is really, really cool, and I just love the outfit. It's just really awesome, and I cannot wait to see the show. So yeah, but that's the last figure, so let's go ahead and wrap up this video.
Alright guys, well, that about wraps up this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you do, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know which one was your favorite figure in the showcase, and just let me know what you thought overall, because your opinions do matter, and I've been working on these for a while. Let me know, you know, what you like, what you didn't like. So yeah, just let me know. I'm really curious. And also leave questions below for Q&A. And if it is for Q&A, kind of put for Q&A. That way I know that you want me to answer it in a video and not answer it in the comments, because I do respond to pretty much every comment. So yeah, but really pumped for the show. Really excited to get this video out before the show's out. So, well, it's on tonight. But yeah, now I don't know if I'm going to be watching it tonight, just because my dad wants to see it with me, because, you know, me, my brother, and my dad, we like to watch the shows together and kind of just, you know, be superhero nerds together. Yeah, so still really excited, really glad to get this out. Next showcase will probably be, will be Deadpool. So look forward to that, as well as other showcases in the future, like Batman vs. Superman, Civil War, Doctor Strange will be coming out as well. I'm not doing Suicide Squad, just so you know. I haven't really gotten any requests to it. I don't really want to. But if you want to see Suicide Squad, let me know in the comments, and I might actually start working on that. But anyways, this has been Lego Freak. Peace. Well, I didn't stop the camera. Gosh dang it.